Hi there, and welcome to Celeb Hut. So Kanye West is once again at it to uncover the Kardashians, and this time he is guaranteeing that they like to control their men. This reality will be heard. They have zero control over me. You get what I'm saying. He is weary of the BS, and he just got down on the Kardashians and hammered them for utilizing men to support their road cred. However, it's Kanye onto something, or is he just Lodge? And for what reason was he a little while ago talking after this time? So it seems to be that this Kanye beef for the Kardashians is no place near being over in light of the fact that he can't force himself to stop hauling them and uncovering their untidy mysteries on account of Kanye. Things that show the Kardashians are not quite as amazing as everybody needs to think they are. Kanye recently demonstrated that he has every one of the principles of T for the Kardashians on the grounds that he just uncovered the Kardashians are involving individuals for their own advantages now. There has forever been hypotheses that the sisters go through people for a common to ascend the social stepping stool. However, since Kanye has essentially affirmed it, well, things are going to get hell. Muddled now, I think we as a whole can concur that the vehicle Jenner sisters have had intriguing associations with regards to the recent months, yet it seems as though every one of the connections have been for PR up to this point, well, all separated from Kourtney in light of the fact that we realize how vexed she is with her significant other Travis Barker, and we're adoring that for them, yet tragically we can't say something very similar for her sisters in light of the fact that their adoration lives are not going as smooth, and it appears as though they have been utilizing men to attempt to set themselves up, for instance. We want to discuss the wreck among Kylie and her child daddy Travis Scott, since that is one relationship that individuals have been side-peering toward for quite a long time. Many individuals never truly accept that they were a very remarkable love match since they simply had no science like at all. The number of tattoos that do. I have. I don't count your tattoos, however. What are my folks' original names? Music. What's like one of the epithets I call you? Music. I better believe it doesn't precisely seem like the two individuals were enamored. I mean, simply investigate how dazzled Kylie was at the point at which he responded to the most fundamental inquiry of all time. What tone are my eyes? Green once in a while. Yellow. Yet that resembles it on the grounds that it's no joking matter. Listen and discuss the absolute minimum in any case. Kylie and Travis Scott have separated on different occasions, yet they canceled things for good in January this year, and individuals tracked down it odd how Kylie rushed to erase pictures of them together from her Instagram, and even pictures of them with their two children in it, yet there has been discussion about how she just utilized Travis on the grounds that she needed to have blended children, and since she has the children, she's totally finished with him. Yet the fascinating thing about this is that back in 2021, Kylie and Travis Scott had separated, and they reunited not well before Kylie got pregnant with Irie. There is skepticism among fans that the Kardashians maintain that their children should be blended and with the very men, and that is the means by which Khloe had a second child with Tristan Thompson after he undermined her a great many times with half of the ladies in L. She needed her blended children and she needed them with a similar man, so she was able to ignore somewhat deceiving here and all over. Yet anyway, ways back to Kylie and Travis, clearly he has been totally restricted from the Kardashian family since no one discussion about him any longer. They actually discussed Tristan, who undermined Khloe, and they indeed even went to his games, yet nothing about Travis in light of the fact that, well, Travis has served his utilization, and the insane part pretty much this is that Kanye really attempted to caution Travis last year. He posted this picture on Instagram and subtitled it, calling my kindred contributors we in the same boat. However, after the relationship finished, Kylie required some exposure, so the Kardashian machine put out gossipy tidbits about her being with Timothée Chalamet, as indicated by an insider. Things are extremely new, so it's difficult to tell. However, up to this point she enjoys what she sees. He's exceptionally beguiling, and he makes her snicker, and he's not difficult to converse with. He's dislike any of different folks she's dated previously, and in spite of the fact that he may not seem like her sort, they have great science, yet no one truly purchased that story since it was clear to such an extent that they were utilizing Timothée to support Kylie's social rep, and the phony relationship vanished about after a couple of days. Then, at that point, there's Kino's peculiar relationship with Terrible Rabbit that is likewise accepted to be PR. I mean, they've been spotted making the rounds a ton since they began dating, which is totally dissimilar to Fuel. No doubt it seems like you have deliberately chosen to keep your relationship out of the public eye, No doubt it's in every case, just I feel like it's constantly turned out better for me that way from like a truly youthful age that I would truly not like to like. Definitely, I think it makes my life much simpler and our relationship much better. So it's simply odd that she wouldn't. I'll be all open with Terrible Rabbit solely after a long time fans have been estimating that this is another PR relationship to cause to notice arouse since the third time of their show is dropping soon and they need all the consideration that they can get. However, as indicated by Kanye, the greatest Kardashian client is, as a matter of fact, his ex Kim Kardashian. As indicated by Kanye, all of Kim's connections has been decisively arranged out all along on the grounds that she has consistently been fixated on being renowned. Get a tape of this since I truly want to believe that you do, so you can see me when I'm popular and more seasoned. Okay. Of this lovely young lady, well, she positively got her popularity. However, Kanye is persuaded that she has needed to involve men a ton. For instance, when she separated from her most memorable spouse, she guaranteed that he had been rough to her, yet he has since denied putting hands on her, guaranteeing that Kim made him pay for her medical procedures, including a boob work and liposuction, and afterwards she undermined him in a meeting. He basically said exactly the same thing Kanye has been saying. Uncovered Kim is fixated on popularity. She can't compose or sing or move, so she does hurtful things to approve herself in the media. That is a distinction to me. It's simply not cool by any stretch of the imagination, and discussing Kanye, I figure we can all concur that no one else has been utilized by the Kardashians like him, and it makes sense of why he is so unpleasant towards the family and continuously hauling him via virtual entertainment. He opened a ton of entryways for the family, yet it seems as though he was simply utilized by them. Recall how I said the Kardashians are fixated on Miss Babies? Well, this obviously played a part in why Kim went for Kanye in light of the fact that she has been discussing blended children since she even had North in 2012. She made this strange tweet saying, "Mother needs any espresso." Me? Yes, please. Mother, how would you take it? Me, half espresso, half milk, simply make it the shade of what my child would be. Goodness, and there was the time she was looking for a carriage with Scott Disick, and she maintained that it should match North complexion despite the fact that the child hadn't been conceived at this point yet. When Scott brought up that the child may be extremely dull, Kim looked sort of outraged. I must see what complexion my kid has before I can say the youngster will be dark. I'd in any case be a variety of a complexion. So I'm simply attempting to see what tone is great. No doubt unusual except for Kanye, who is pissed that he let himself get sucked into the Kardashian world in any case, while he wouldn't transform anything since he cherishes his 4 children with Kim. He simply abhors that he was utilized so severely by the family, and they unloaded him the second they felt as they didn't require him any longer. Insider uncovered that Kanye accepts that men in Hollywood can at last recognize the truth about the Kardashians, and for that reason, no man needs to date if it's not for PR. He brought up the fact that Kim has been single since the separation from that strange PR relationship with Pete Davidson. Khloe is single as F and continues to be played by Tristan. And both Kylie and Kendall have additionally been driven into PR since no one needs to be utilized any longer. Someone remarked that the Kardashians used Kanye and destroyed him all the while, and when he was yet again excessively far gone, they attempted to send him away to a psychological home. They're a particularly wiped out family. Someone else said Travis Scott used to be an incredible human. This shows what happens to great individuals at the point when they're a particularly wiped out family. Someone else said Travis Scott used to be an incredible human. This shows what happens to great individuals at the point when they engage with the Kardashians, Jenner, and this other individual. Subscribe Celeb Hut for more videos.